Okay. So last time we left off, you guys had all met as part of a caravan heading to the city of Marut. Had a bunch of conversations, got to know each other a little bit, including the lovely circus attendant. I forgot his name again. Some guy.
Sven.
Yeah.
Sven, yeah.
Fuck Sven.
We were all attacked in the dead of night by a couple of undead things. On one of which you found a necklace of some kind that appeared to be some sort of device of control. I don't think I ever sent you the link to that, but I will eventually. After that, you finish your long rest, and we're going to pick up at the beginning of that day, and you will arrive to the city by the end of this day. So it's just one more small day of travel, and then you'll be in the city. So, as the sun rises, I don't have to bring anyone in now, so the day is yours, guys. You guys want to do anything? The caravan is packing up, getting ready to move on.
Yeah, most likely, but I wanted to see what kind of spells I have. Okay, so, never mind. I don't have the spell that I needed to do the thing that I wanted to do, but that's okay. I don't have anything I want to do. I'd probably just bother everyone during the day and be asking them questions about what they want to do with their lives.
Nice.
I think Brunhilde was supposed to talk to the captain about the creatures, what they were.
Okay. Alright, you head up to the captain, who is... I'm all discombobulated here. Frida Dunslab, the large Goliath woman.
Yes.
And she says, "Oh, hello, Brunhilde. How are you this morning?"
I could be better. I think I slept a bit weird after we fought those nasty things in the night.
Yes,
How
that
about
was
you?
quite a... Well, I'm fine. I've been through far worse than this. I've
Yes.
slept on rocks most of my life.
Do you know what they were? I know they were not strictly living. They seemed like they were undead.
Yes, they appear to be giants of some kind, brought back to life by some awful magic. It's not a very troubling sign that we got here.
Yes, I don't think we have ever bumped into this before.
Yes, it was very strange. Especially someone who's powerful enough to kill giants, let alone bring them back from the dead. It's a very strange notion.
Yes. Were there any injured on your side?
No, most of us managed to be unscathed. On the other sides of the fight, it was a little less dangerous things than giants. It was just zombies, general undead.
Yes. Well, it was fortunate that it was us that were stationed where we were in order to protect the caravan.
I agree. And thank you for your service and for your team's service.
Oh, it's my pleasure to protect people.
When we get to the city, perhaps you should stick with this group. I believe that they could use your guiding hand.
Yes, we may yet see if that is true.
Very well. And of course, further payment can be discussed once we reach the city. You can come to the guard post, which is right inside the... Well, you would know where this is. It's right inside so the city is constructed in 3 layers. The bottom layer is called below, the middle layer is called between, and the top layer is called above, because I'm not creative. And you get to each layer each layer is about a mile wide, actually the middle layer even more so. And you can think of it in 3 sort of districts. The bottom layer is sort of commercial, entertainment, anything of that variety is kind of like the touristy spot, especially the western side of it. The middle layer is very residential. Some parts are a lot better than others. Um, Basically just residential and a couple of businesses just to keep those people afloat. And the top layer is like the industrial. Like the higher up people are up there. The chief mogul resides up there, and all the politicians and stuff. And the guard post is right inside the city. The gates to the city are kind of like in the middle, not exactly in the middle, but almost the middle. And they're sort of like, I'll explain this once we get there. But the guard post is right inside.
Where's the arena? Which layer?
The arena is like at the top of the mountain. It's actually like there's a stairway to get up to it. Actually, on all 3 levels, but there's a stairway on the east or the western side of the bottom district.
I would know this innately from my living in this city or whatever, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you two would basically know where everything is.
Sweet.
I think I found the necklace and gave it to Misery, so I'd probably at some point ask him what it was.
Okay. I'm gonna link that right now. It's gonna take me a year, of course. I'll just put it to you, Misery, and you can explain.
That's okay. Magical items are hard to frickin' link because there's so much stuff that goes into them. For some reason, it is saying that it doesn't exist.
Okay, I'll just copy and paste the text.
Sounds good. Okay, cool, I got that.
Oh yeah, because it's private.
Alrighty. So, sorry, could everyone tell me their character names again? I know Brunhilde, of course, and Valentine, but...
Spencer.
Oh, Spencer.
Juniper.
Okay, cool, sorry. I woke up like 2 hours ago, so...
Me too.
Okay. So, Spencer, you come and talk to me about this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So whatever we're doing on the travel, like just walking alongside caravans or whatever, I'm most likely wearing it because it is a golden necklace with a dark amethyst gem in the center of a shimmering silver pendant that's like glowing, and Misery is 100% just flaunting the shit out of it.
Make a death saving throw.
Okay,
No,
cool.
Just kidding.
Will do. And when you come up, go ahead. Don't want to assume.
Oh, no, I was just wondering, because I think it was magical. What does it do?
Well, you see, it is a necromancy type necklace. Have you ever heard of the spell where you can animate the dead?
Sure, yeah. Oh,
Yes.
is that what it did to those zombies, ogres, whatever they were?
Yeah, if you put it on a corpse, a living corpse of a not so intelligent creature, in a minute of its death, you can raise it from the dead. Or so it seems. So we're either dealing with a spell-casting necromancer or someone without magic that likes to raise the dead.
Yeah. And in that case, for what reason? Like, were they aiming for the caravan, or would they just, like, find something nearby and go attack, because it'll be fun?
I think that someone in this caravan is connected. Maybe one of us, maybe someone else. But, we have a lot of, mysterious characters, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think there's a couple people we can rule out. I
Such
don't
as?
think the paladin is raising the dead. That seems
I-
unlikely.
Unless she's a paladin of a undead god.
I don't know. She doesn't seem like the type. Also, I think we can rule out Sven because he's very useless and I don't think he's got it in him.
You see, that's where you're wrong. Maybe, just maybe, hear me out. He's acting stupid when in actuality he's a mastermind. I just can't get into his pretty little head. He just seems too smart. Too smart to be acting this dumb. I think
Okay.
Sven is the mastermind, but we'll get to that some other day.
So you
was
think
gonna
this was an inside job?
Most likely.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you can make a religion check to see if you recognize the symbol on Brunhilde's shield, because that is the symbol of her god.
Okay.
Oh, we already did that.
What god
Yeah,
was
it was Helm.
Yes.
Helm.
It was Helm.
Helm is
Yeah.
so paladin.
Indeed.
Do we think that Sven could take out two of those things on his own and then animate them?
No. But
Do we
if
think
he
it's the
was
whole
a part of a
circus?
group,
The whole
maybe.
circus.
And that would mean Valentine. You remember
Valentine.
that man?
Mm-hmm.
But he seems a little bit more innocent. He actually has goals that he wants to achieve.
Well, remember, he's new to the circus, so maybe they just haven't, like, read him in yet.
Exactly.
If they are a whole thing. Maybe he just doesn't know. We'll have to keep an eye out.
Or maybe it's that Juniper. We'll get on that. Or maybe it's me.
It's a mystery.
We've
Whoa.
been together the whole time. It's not you.
Maybe? I'm just kidding. It's not me.
Twist.
Well, when we get to the city, I have an idea of finding maybe one of my old colleagues at the arena, or maybe a powerful magic user in town to maybe do a little bit of scrying or location on whoever this necklace belongs to, and he kind of just like lifts it up.
Yeah. That seems like a good idea. I mean, we probably won't do the arena today because we'll just be getting into town.
Oh, of
So-
course, we need to have a drink.
Yeah. Oh, we should bring that one guy,
Who?
Krygar or whatever his name is. The one who has like the big thing of ale that gets like super
Oh.
wasted. We should bring him to
Yes,
attack him.
the
He's fun.
Dragonborn.
Yeah. That could be fun.
Maybe he's not.
He's been drunk the whole time. I don't know. Or he's just
I'll
been
figure it
faking it
out.
really well.
Maybe it's non-alcoholic ale.
Hmm. I think they make cups for that. I've heard of that.
Well, we'll see soon enough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go romance a particular rainbow-colored tiefling.
Is that Sven? I don't remember.
Yeah, he's rainbow colored.
Okay.
And
All
as
right.
you're like looking after him, he's just like skipping in the direction of wherever Sven's at.
Right, you're able to find the circus folk eventually. Valentine and Sven are there. Oh,
And I'd probably just spend the day walking with them, maybe talking to Valentine just a little bit, but mostly just like crooning over Sven, trying to get him to talk about his necromancy skills, maybe.
oh yes, of course, you have figured me out. Sacre bleu. Alright, so a few hours into this, you guys begin to see the outer walls of Marut and the majestic site of the mountain behind it, which has the relief of Joaquin the Golden Lady carved into it. You can see it from about a few miles away. It's pretty, well, actually, probably like 20 to 30 miles away. It's pretty impressive. And you know that the outer walls protect the farmland that surrounds Marut, sort of where they grow all the vegetation that they need. It's kind of magically embedded. This isn't the best place to grow anything, the Shattered Belt, but they have seemed to find a way to do so within the walls. And yeah, the city approaches. And a few hours
As
later,
we approach the city,
sorry.
I would like to round everyone up, like Brunhilde, Juniper, Spencer, and Valentine, because I promised them a drink before we go to the arena.
There are several options of places to do that. So as you approach the city, you see the outer walls, and eventually you make your way inside. The farmland is very lush, very rich in crops. There is a lot of all types of vegetables. It's a crazy spread and array. It's corn, carrots, peppers, all kinds of plants, potatoes, roots, anything you can think of, they basically have inside. And about a mile into this, it's about 2 miles of span into the city. And about a mile in, you do see a bunch of people starting to split off down these two paths that seem to have formed in the middle of the crops. And you guys, Brunhilde and Misery, would know that the two paths lead to two places. One is called Winker's Fine Wine and Wares, and the other one leads to a place called Buzzard's Farm and Meads. So those are two places you could go that are outside the city.
Brunhilde enthusiastically points to the road leading to the mead place and saying, "Oh, the mead is so good. It's almost like dwarven mead."
The name of the fine wine place?
Winker's Fine Wine and Wares.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of like the sound of the Meads place.
Yeah, that looks more fun.
I don't think any of us are necessarily fancy, like fine wine types, maybe. Except Misery, maybe.
Speak for yourself.
I said you.
Well, made it is then.
Is Sven coming?
Sven is not
Are
coming.
you Sven? Oh, I see. Too
Sven
good
is
to hang
going
out
in
with
to
us,
start
I see.
setting up. He's going in to
Looks
set up his circus.
Looks like Misery's
Yeah.
not getting any skills tonight.
Alright, so I'm going to say it's about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the evening. The sun's not quite setting yet, but it's getting close to that time. And you guys head down the west path. And eventually, this is a huge area that this place is in as far as like the span of it. It's probably about 3 or 4 miles across. And about a mile in, you start to see this very strange looking building. It almost resembles sort of like a bird's nest. in a way. It's like sort of thatched roof, and it's made of like sticks, and looks like it would blow over if there was a strong gust of wind, but seems to be withstanding the test of time. And above it is a sign that says Buzzards Farm and Meads. And you go inside, and you immediately see the strange sight of a Aarakocra sitting there behind the bar. A couple of patrons there, not too many, a couple of people that you've seen in the caravan, and a few tables, a few chairs. The bar is very long. It's like a circular building, and the bar goes around the entirety of the second half of the circle. And Buzzard seems to be there just by himself at the moment. And he's running around serving people. What do you guys want to do?
Juniper's gonna walk over to the bar, the Buzzard, and I've never seen someone like you before. What are you?
Well, I'm an Aarakocra, what's called. We're sort of like bird people. How can I help you today? What are you after?
Do you have any apple juice? Or just juice in general?
Apple juice? No, don't have that. We have fine mead, though, fine meads. And all kinds of honey and farm goods, but no apple juice. We don't grow apples around here.
That's a shame. I'll take a mead, honey mead, you said?
Ah, yes, very well. Very well. Let me get that for you. And a couple of seconds later, he brings back a glass. Everything is pretty cheap here. A glass of mead is only 1 silver. Hand you that, and
You take acorns.
Acorns? Sure. Give me 5 acorns, and I'll call it a deal. Never know what you can grow with these things.
Say someone who knows the value of an acorn. All right.
I like how
Give him
acorns
5
are more
acorns.
valuable than copper.
Yeah, I don't think copper's been mentioned once this entire game.
Juniper's gonna single-handedly create a new economy with acorns.
And how about the rest of you? Oh, what can I get you?
Oh, do you have
Lamb.
dwarven ale? Or meat?
Pardon me? Meat? Me, sure, absolutely, we can do that. That's 1 silver per glass.
I take out a gold piece and slam it down. I say, 5 for her, 5 for me.
Oh, you spend very well. 5 glasses of, extra 10 glasses of mead coming right up. A
Thank
couple
you.
of seconds later, he delivers the mead. It's very fast, very quick, this Aarakocra. He kind of sort of flutter around. He doesn't exactly fly, but he's fluttering a little bit.
I copy misery, but just take all 10 for myself.
I would like a small ale, please.
Ale, very well. We've got ale as well. That'll be 2 silver. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is from the Rock Top Inn and Brewery. Very fine thing called the House Ale there. Very nice place. And the mead is very good. Very, very natural. Seems like it was just made not too long ago. And the ale is, it's kind of basic, but it's serviceable.
Wow, even though it's more expensive.
Yeah. He has to import that.
Well,
I can
since
also
God-
do. Never mind. Go ahead. I can also do a fine meal for you if you don't mind, if you would like it.
Oh, food would be very welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That would be
yes.
2 silver per meal for anyone who would like it.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Very well.
Yes.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
right?
I'd like a little bit of knowledge, actually, more than food, if you don't mind.
Sure, any knowledge I can provide, I'd be happy to.
Do you know anything about any powerful spellcasters in town? Maybe someone who's a little bit more up to par than most.
He looks very confused and says, not sure I know what you're talking about. Haven't heard about anything like that. No strange folk coming through here except for myself.
Well, I'd mean more someone who's more well established, or maybe a library, perhaps.
Well, if you want information, the best place to go, I would say, would probably be the Golden Horde has a fellow who is quite established in that sort of thing. That's in the bottom district below. That's a magic shop. The guy who runs that is pretty smart about those kinds of things. Or you could always go to the Mediator's Den. They're sort of like the police.
Well, thank you kindly. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem at all, right?
Now I'll let you do your thing instead of interrupting you.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your patronage.
Wait, quick question, Mr. What's your name actually? Mr. Buzzard? Aarakocra?
Hang on. My name is Raphael Lobwing. Pleasure to meet you. They call me
Pleasure to meet
Buzzard.
you too. Oh, okay. This might seem a little weird. I'm so curious. When you were younger, did you hatch
I did
an
indeed.
egg?
I did.
Oh,
Of course. All Aarakocra are born the same way as birds. And this guy kind of resembles like a parrot. Like a walking, talking parrot. It's a little weird, but
that's really cool. It's quite cool. All right, well, that was the only question. I was just very curious about that one.
Then what
No
came
problem.
first, the Aarakocra or the egg?
Now that's a puzzle that's been troubling us for thousands of years. Not quite sure.
Well, Mr. Raffe, what sort of food do you serve here?
Oh, we've got vegetables of all kinds from all the crops around here. Very good yield this year. Got some meats, not too many, but some pork, some beef, a little bit of chicken, which I not too fond of myself, but
Yes, she flinches a bit when she hears the mention of poultry. Well, a hearty stew would do me just good.
very well indeed. Eventually your meals are brought to you, a stew, a couple of plates of vegetables, and a little bit of meat. Not too much, but it's a good meal. Very good meal for only 2 silver.
Well, since it's not, like a situation with duty or something, Brunhilde is pretty relaxed. Like, she's taking off some of her armor and she's slamming those tankards with Maid real fast.
Nice.
I think we get a little bit extra gold, right? From
You got
the
15 from just conscripting to the
right.
guards.
And then I think they said if we actually ran into trouble, we'd get a little bit more once we got to town. Or I may have made that up.
No, I told you, or she told you to go to the guard post, and they would sort out the rest of the payment.
Is that something we want to do today or tomorrow, or do we want to find an inn? What is everyone doing? I've never been here, so.
Oh, that's
I've
okay.
never been here either.
I can show you where the guard post is. I'm very familiar. Don't worry. But,
Do we want to do that today, Brunhilde?
no, perhaps
Be a little
not.
bit more rest.
I have to agree.
So, what do you think of the food?
I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I'm
Vegetables are
very
good.
used to vegetables.
Yes, my husband, Fjordman, he makes the best vegetable and goat stew in the whole world.
Oh, you're married.
Oh, yes, absolutely. She flashed her finger, which has a ring on it. It doesn't look very fancy. It looks like it's sort of been smothered at home, and it doesn't have a gemstone. Yes, yes, Fjordman and I have been married for, how many years now? It's starting to become quite some time now. Oof. It's hard to think about sometimes. The
Does
better
he
part
live in
of
this city?
no, he does not. Fjordan and I, we come from another place. It's not that far away from here. What's it
Is that
called
where you're
again?
headed next?
No, probably not. I'm out on duty to protect people, and it seems like the leader in charge, Ethan Muro, is doing a good job of protecting my village.
It must be hard being away from your husband for so long.
Oh, I dearly miss him sometimes. Sometimes I swear I could still hear his voice. But it is what it is. He understands. Once you get a calling from a greater power, you have to obey, at least in my opinion.
What about you, Juniper? Are you ready to find your brother tomorrow, maybe?
Yes, hopefully. Hopefully I'll see my little Hemi, and then I don't know, maybe we'll have a day on the town or something, or maybe I can buy him like a sandwich, or I don't know, something. Yeah, I just wanna know if he's okay. You know, I haven't seen him in a while.
Yes, of course, you have my full sympathies. It's worrisome when you don't know where your family is at.
Yes.
Is it just the two of you? Or do your parents, are they still around?
Oh yes, my entire family is. I've got my grandma, my Gam Gam as I call her, and my ma and my pa, and I have three brothers, including Hemlock. That's his name. I call him Hemi. They're my family. They live in our in the forest, the Fyron forest.
That far from here?
Um, not really. It's is it far from here?
It's pretty far. It's about, rough estimate, probably about 3 or 4 weeks of travel, maybe even more.
Oh, yeah. It's a long. It's a ways away. Yeah,
And your
they actually
travel
didn't want me to
on them?
leave.
No, they didn't.
Oh, what did you say?
They didn't.
Oh yeah, they didn't want me to leave. Bit overprotective, you know, Mars and Pars.
Ah, yes, yes, I understand. Did you just leave to find your brother, or did you leave for other reasons, if I might ask?
Oh, I've been trying to leave for a while to see the world, and also to find him. You know, but you know, they're just trying to keep me down. I let them know I'm 40 now. Leave. I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember
I
when I
think
was
they're much younger, but I've done essentially the same thing. Yeah, we're adults. Maybe.
Oh, I remember when I was 40. I just finished my primary education. I was so young.
How old is Brunhilde again?
Jeez.
And almost 200 years old.
Okay.
No
which
age
is
dwarf.
which is like middle-aged for a dwarf, so she's not particularly old by dwarf standards, but like to regular lifespan humanoid, she's gonna seem very old.
At a certain point
Wow.
throughout this conversation, you guys look over and you notice that Misery has disappeared. And on the stool that he was sitting at is a note, and I'm going to post that in the reference channel.
Ugh, what's he done this time?
Oh dear. What a slippery guy.
Yeah, he does that.
Is he your friend? Like, is he family to you, Spencer?
Oh, kinda. I mean, when you travel with someone for a while, they kind of become family.
I understand. How long
I
have
mean-
you been traveling together?
Let me find out. It's been a while now. I mean, I don't really super keep track of the days because I mean, I'm not like waiting for, I don't have any like plans really, so I don't really keep track of that sort of thing much. But
No, I understand. It's okay.
I mean, you're traveling, it's dangerous, there's, monsters or whatever, so we looked out for each other for a while. But to be honest, I don't know too much about him. Even still, he's pretty guarded.
That is, I wouldn't say cause for concern, but certainly it would be something that we should keep in mind. But
So-
are you otherwise
ahead.
alone?
Oh, yeah, yep. Yeah, I was just kind of traveling and then stumbled across Misery in a bar, and some stuff went down, and we were like, we should travel together because it'll be safer, and that's kind of it.
Yes, I understand. Do you know how old you are? You look so very young.
Not exactly. I don't know. I mean, probably like. Let's see. Yeah, I'm a human. Probably like early 20s.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, so here's
Almost
the
an
thing. You know
adult.
how I turned into that tiger the other
Yes,
day?
that was very impressive.
Right. So, I kind of was found as a kid, as a little bear. And
Oh.
so when I got around some like human babies, I like turned back. So we don't really know how long I was a bear for. So it's hard to guess the age for sure.
How do you know you're not like a magical bear?
I
Yes,
am a
I had
magical bear.
I had the same question.
Well, I mean, because I can turn into other things besides a bear. I was just a bear at the time. So you'd think if I was a magical bear, I'd only be able to be a magical bear.
That's true. That's true. Can you turn into me, a furbolg?
No, only animals.
Oh.
Not people. Not yet. I might be able to do that later because I do have some magic, but not that kind, not yet.
That is very exciting. Well, what
So-
about you, Valentine?
Oh, what about me?
Yes. Are you alone? How did you wind up with the circus?
I used to have someone, but I am now alone. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I know. I kind of travel with the circus out of convenience. I
Yes, I understand.
I'm a traveler now, so I just follow where the path leads me.
Hmm.
Um,
So you don't have any destination in mind, just the travels?
well, this city was where I was headed. And from here, I'm just going to follow where my feet take me.
Hmm.
Why were you headed here again? Was it for something specific or for the arena?
Nothing too specific. I was told by I essentially had a vision that told me to come here.
Oh, I can respect a vision.
Yeah.
What did you see in your vision, if you might share that with us?
Well, it was a blonde-haired lady
Hmm.
who's been guiding me ever since I left my home, and she told me that I should head here and find my way. That's as much as she told me so far.
Do you think she's here?
Well, I mean, it's possible. I've only ever seen her once before.
Where was
Okay, everyone, interrogate every blonde we meet.
that?
I have
If
the
I see a
feeling.
blonde, I'll grab
Yeah.
her.
I have the feeling she's not strictly a person, more of a
Oh,
holy origin.
Got it. Every blonde cleric. We're on this. I've had like 7 drinks by now. I'm not even totally here.
Brunhilde is sneakily trying to finish the rest of Spencer's drinks without even noticing. Like, the effects of the alcohol. She's a bit buzzed, but that's it.
Valentine's still got his one ale that he's just sipping on. You know, he's not. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jennifer is like sipping.
Well, like, it's clear that even though she didn't drink back at the guard post, she's a very heavy drinker when she has the leisure to do so, but she takes her job very seriously, as it's shown that when she can let loose, she lets loose.
Okay.
Perhaps I
That's
should
about it.
propose a toast to us
Yeah.
for successfully killing whatever those nasty dead things were.
Cheers.
To us.
Huzzah.
Cheers.
Is there much
Alright.
trouble in the city? Or is it just like fun at the rock top? Like, does anything ever attack the city or anything?
There are things that come patrolling the gates. I actually forgot to describe this, but the outer gates of Marut have a bunch of posts on top of them with sort of like towers behind those. And on those towers, there are ballista that are on platforms that mages make fly around. So they basically have flying ballista that ward off any invaders. And there are some invaders, there are some stupid monsters that come and try to break down the gates and get whatever's in there, but they're quickly repelled by some powerful magic and crossbows.
Cool.
Not much trouble within the city other than those within the city who are causing the trouble.
Yeah.
And Brunhilde, you would know that the place to go to find anything like that, to find information about it, would be the Mediator's Den.
The meteor descent. Yeah, I wrote that down.
The bird,
Which layer is it
Ferdinand
on?
mentioned. That's on below
Oh, okay.
the bottom one.
You guys, I saw something behind me in the camera and I freaked out for a second before I realized it was my dog moving.
Yeah, I've been looking at him.
Just laying there, chilling.
No.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, he's not playing the piano. At least.
No, that's the cat. So Juniper, so you just came here to find your brother, and then, do you have any plans after that? Are you headed back home, or are you just going adventuring?
I think if once I find my brother, he doesn't want to come with me, I'll probably just keep traveling. If I go home, I'm pretty sure my parents will try to keep me there somehow, carry me off to some other furbolg. So I'll probably just stick around adventuring. Might not stay here. What about you?
Oh, I just came here for the fighting. Missouri was like, hey, I know this place. We could make some money. We could have a good fight. And I was like, dope, let's go. But, I mean, after that, I don't have any plans. I was just going to follow Missouri around until he told me to stop.
Well, Misery loves company.
He does. He really does.
Nice.
Did you figure out the the sentence I used to build this character?
Nice. After you guys finish up, you can make your way back out of the meadery and back down the path. Do you want to just go to the inn that you've been staying at, Brunhilde, and that most of the guards stay at, the Belt guards stay at, is called the Ascension Inn. It's near the platform it's pretty close to the platform that takes you up to between.
Okay. Well, before they go, Brunhilde's gonna tip Mr. Loftwing a single piece of silver for his good service.
Okay. Nice. He says, thank you very much for your patronage. Nice to have you here. Well, lovely to have you. Come back anytime. Thank you.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to stop by here before we go back home. Thank you for your continued service, and I'll see you later, I assume. Take care.
Very welcome. Sort of bows. Flourishes.
Goodbye, Mr. Lovewing.
Goodbye.
And then she starts leading them towards the Ascension Inn.
Okay. Ascension Inn is a very nice, large building. It's probably the biggest inn here. Many, many rooms. 5 or 6 different stories, and nice building. Kind of a mid-level tavern or inn, and I think this one is also a brewery. Let me see. Yes. No. This one's just an inn, but it does have a small bar with a couple of things that they import.
Is there anyone at the bar and who's manning the inn?
At this point, there is a couple of patrons, not too many. It's about, I'm going to say you were there for about 2 hours, and that took about another hour to get here, so it's about 10, 11 o'clock at night. The bartender is... Where is my information? The bartender here is Reth Marok. He is a Goliath.
Oh, cool.
Big dude. And he sort of seems to recognize you. He says, Brunhilde. Nice to see you again. I see you got company here.
Ah, yes. It's good to see you too. Yes, I have some people following me here. They need a place to sleep for the night. They were part of the
Very well.
caravan. We were recently attacked. It was a bit scary.
Oh, that does sound scary. Well, do they require rooms, or would they be staying in yours? Or the rooms are fairly small. You probably need a couple more
Yeah.
to get everyone.
No, I think they want their own rooms.
Very well. The price is discounted for members of the guard. It's 2 silver per room.
Okay, cool.
Unless anyone wants to do anything, we'll just pick up on the next day.
Mhm.
Go for it.
I leave word
Hey,
with that guy to let Misery know what room I'm in case he wants to share or if he's going to get his own, just in case.
Okay. What were you going to say, Misery? If you're still there.
I think he had to mute for a sec.
Probably.
Yeah, I'll just wait for him to come back.
sorry about that.
No problem.
Alrighty. I have a couple somethings I'd like to do.
Okay.
They're all to the same place though. I would like to go to the mediator's den, if I could.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever that might be.
That's in below. It is across from the guard tower, basically.
Okay. Then I will go there.
All right. You go there and you see a tiefling man named Cogsworn Lockbottom, and he's just standing there, trying to greet any people who come in.
And I
Go ahead.
will walk straight up to him.
Okay. Says, "Oh, hello, welcome."
Thank you. I heard from a very reliable source that I could get some information here, maybe.
Information. Yes, we've got some information. What are you looking for? What can I help you with?
Maybe a library, or maybe a powerful wizard of sorts, someone who has a lot of knowledge, if you know what I mean.
Well, we've got people like that here. They're not in at the moment. It's a bit late. It'd be probably in tomorrow, anytime. Anytime you'd like to come by, they would be here. As far as a library, not much in the way of that unless you go to one of the wizard towers. And they don't just let anyone in, you see. But you'll also find some information about things like that at the Marker's Alcove. They're sort of a roving band of people who hunt things that are a little too dangerous for the normal folk here. Perhaps they'd have some information on things for you.
Marker's Alcove.
Yes, indeed. That's on the western or eastern side of below. It's carved into the mountain. Be quite easy to find.
Well, I appreciate your business. What was your name again?
My name is. What was his name? Cogswin at Lock Bottom.
Well, Cogswin, thank you so much for your information. Can't wait to see you again. And I'll just wink at him, turn on my heel, and leave.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Come on, Bard, please be good at this.
Sure thing.
24.
Damn.
24. He seems into it. Seems like he's ready to see you again.
Heck yeah, he is. Alrighty. That was much faster than I thought. What time of night would you say it is?
For you, it's at this point, it's probably around. I'd say it's around 9 for you. So pretty late, but not super late.
Okay. And the Wizard's Towers, are they a very prominent structure in the city? Like anyone could see them and then just walk towards them?
Well, they're both on above. So the top tier, which they also don't just let anyone into above. You'd have to either sneak in, or you'd have to have some sort of pass to get up there, or some sort of right to get up there.
Would they let me in if I told them that I was a gladiator in the Rocktop Arena?
Probably not. You'd have to be a gladiator of a certain status. It's pretty well guarded up there. It's where all the higher ups are.
Okay. Then I guess I would just like to go to the Marker's Alcove.
Okay.
If that wouldn't
Make a
take up
move
too much time.
It takes quite a while. You have to go back through the gates that lead out into the sort of like, there's like a big hallway that separates the two areas from the other, and basically they're separated by gates and fences, and you have to go through certain areas to get in. And it's kind of how they like keep tabs on who's in the city and who's not, who's unwanted basically. And you're able to get through. You've been here before, and eventually make your way to the Marker's Alcove, which is, as the gentleman said, carved a little cave sort of carved into the mountain. It's got about 2 or 3 levels to it. The bottom level is very small. It's just a counter, and there's a guy there sitting behind the counter with his feet up on the desk. He says, "Oh, hey there, how you doing?" It's a gray-skinned, big half-orc guy. Looks pretty mean, intimidating. Says, "What's going on? How can I help you today?"
Well, hello there, handsome. I'm looking to maybe join up with the Marker's Alcove, or maybe just get a little bit of information if I can.
Just you yourself.
Maybe a few friends.
Few friends. Well, if you wanted to join, you'd have to go through a sort of trial, and we don't just accept anyone. You see, we can't just have anyone come in here and die immediately. So we'd have to put you through a little bit of a test. But it's not too bad. I think a handsome fellow like you could take it, no problem. Maybe have some skills. Maybe your friends have some skills. Who knows? But they don't have to come in here, and you'd have to get a sort of a writ to do that. And then we'd give you more information on the job and more information on what we do here.
Well, that sounds downright pleasant. And how difficult would you say this trial would be?
Well, it's a bit of a test. Not just anyone could pass it. I wouldn't say it's impossible. Otherwise, we'd have no members here. But it's a challenge.
I like a challenge.
Okay, but is there
And-
math involved? Because
I don't know, I would fail too. And when we do join up with the alcove, what kind of benefits may we acquire, just so I can persuade my friends a little bit better?
Well, the benefits would be coin. There'd be a little bit of standing within the city. Possibly some gear that you find. Possibly some glory, guts and glory. You know how it is. These things go.
So, renown. I like the sound of that.
I bet you do.
Well, I promised to show my friends the arena that I used to fight in. So, I'll do that, and while we're there, I'll try to convince them to join the alcove with me. Just so I can get a little bit of that guts and glory like yourself.
That sounds good to me. Well, come back anytime. We'll be here.
And what was your name?
My name is Tyrus Combs.
Well, Cyrus. And I kind of just like pat the top of his foot that's on top of the desk. I'll be seeing you.
Very well. Make another persuasion check, this time with disadvantage.
Okay, cool.
Oh gosh.
Well,
He's not as into it.
that's okay. He just kind of shrugs and then skips his way out to the most prominent tavern that I know of.
Sort of nods and salutes and watches you leave. Is that it?
And I'll just go to probably the most prominent tavern that I know of.
Okay. That would probably be the Rock Top Inn and Brewery.
I'll
It's
go
next
there.
to the stairs that take you up to the arena. This one is usually full of combatants or people going to see the arena. No fight scheduled anytime soon, so it might be a little barren at this point, but yeah, you can go there.
Okay. And sorry, I'm just trying to find something. Since I used to be a gladiator here, would they give me a discount on a room?
They do indeed. The rooms are pretty nice. They generally cost 1 gold, but for combatants of the arena, they cost half that. Five silver.
All right, I'll pay that, and then I'll go to sleep.
Okay.
That's all for me.
You guys all have your rests, unless anyone wants to do anything before that.
No.
At the beginning of the day, you can, the day is yours.
Brunhilde's gonna greet. I think she's gonna be the first up. She doesn't sleep very long. She's gonna wait downstairs while sort of assembling her armor and greet the first person that comes up to her out of the group.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it
I'm trying
gonna
to
be?
think of when Val would wake up.
Oh, it wouldn't be me. I'm out. I'm asleep. I drank a lot, and I'm a like young human. I'm out.
Hmm.
Juniper's up.
Okay.
Like she's used to getting up early in the forest.
Yeah, so Brunhilde's gonna say, good morning, Juniper. Did you sleep okay?
Yeah, I'm used to sleeping on leaves and like sticks, since it was very uncomfortable. Really, it's just this weird soft bed. I had to put everything on the floor.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
How about you?
Yeah.
How did you sleep?
Oh, I slept just fine, but like you, I'm used to sleeping on harder surfaces, like rocks maybe, and stone beds. They're much more comfortable than whatever feather pillow these humans like.
Yeah, I like a good rock and log pillow. These goose feather plush things.
Yeah, no. They don't make much sense to me, I'm afraid.
I mean, Val would probably wake up, spend like an hour or so, or like a little bit of time just cleaning his violin, make sure it's okay, and then he'd probably come down as well.
Good morning. Did you sleep okay?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Happy to hear it.
Can we get
Is
breakfast?
that a violin? Sorry.
Can we get breakfast in this place? Do you think?
It does serve breakfast. It does serve. This place is pretty fancy with its food. The breakfast would cost 5 silver per person,
Jeez.
but it's fairly big, fairly hearty. So you could be split it
Yeah.
between a couple of people.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Sorry, how much was it?
I just want the vegetables.
5 silver.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice spread of root vegetables, and a couple of maybe eggs and some bacon,
Mm.
some toast.
Yum.
The bartender's a Goliath, right?
Not at
Yes.
this point, actually.
Oh, who is it now?
Yeah, in the morning it would be a elven woman of some kind. Actually looks like sort of a moon elf, if anyone would be familiar with those. Purple skin. Tall, lively. Seems to be a bit older as far as elves are concerned. Maybe late 2nd century.
So it's a female moon elf, you said?
Yep.
I probably stumble down like an hour later and just eat whatever's remaining.
Did you have a good night?
Oh God, what?
Did you have a good
Have a good-
night?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't remember. Misery. I don't think Misery ever got here though. He might have stayed at a different inn because we never really talked about which one we were going to. But we should probably find him soon.
Yeah, didn't he say for us
Alright.
to go to the library with him?
Oh,
What?
all right.
Didn't he say, yeah. No, guard post, sorry.
Yeah. We could go to the guard post. Collect our earnings. I think I heard someone mention a magic shop. I'd be super interested to go there.
I'm
Yeah.
sure we can go there after we've met Misery.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll show you the way to the guard post. It's not that far away from here.
Alright, you guys make your way there. Go ahead, Val.
I was gonna say, Spencer, you owe me 5 gold from last night. Just so you remember.
Insight check.
Make a deception check.
That would be a natural 20.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I got an 8, so... Oh God, what did I get?
I just remember you getting lots of alcohol, mainly.
That makes
top
sense.
shelf stuff, you know.
Alright. That sounds about right. Here we go.
Thank you.
I give him 5 gold. I am positive Misery has also done this to me. I can almost guarantee it.
To see.
I probably did, and then gave it back because I felt bad.
Alright, so you guys make your way to the guard post. There's one... Oh, sorry. A single human there. His name is Timothy Serva, you know him. Brunhilde, he's always here, he's scrawny. This is pretty much the only job that he can do, but he wants to serve in some way, so... He says, "Oh, hello, Brunhilde. How are you today?"
Ah, Timothy. Oh, just great. I'm here with some volunteers from the caravan there. They helped.
Very
And,
well, yes, of course.
Have the others been here before? The captain?
They did stop by, and they said they were after some. They said that they were going to check out something, something that someone spotted on the road here. Not entirely sure where, but I expect them to return sometime within the day. At this point, you guys notice that Misery is behind you, just sort of leaning up against the wall or something. Whatever he would be doing.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely there, leaning against the wall, not announcing myself. I'm just looking at them.
Quiet as a mouse you are.
Yes,
Oh,
Brunhilde turns around.
That one I can do. I can do a mount.
Oh,
For the record.
really?
Hmm.
Cool. That'll be helpful in the future if we ever need a...
Timothy looks like
That's
he wants to ask something. He's like, "What? Never mind." So I assume you're here to on the promise of payment.
Ah, yes. These ones, they helped us when we were attacked by undead.
Well, I have been authorized to give you 15 gold. However, so everyone can add 15 gold.
Mhm.
He eventually hands it out in little sacks, and he says, "However, the rest of this payment, they've asked that you meet with the prime arbiter, the prime mediator. They want to ask you a couple of questions, and I'm not entirely sure when. I think they were going to stop back and tell me that later on today. So if you want to explore the city, perhaps get yourselves into something, maybe you can come back later and we'll have that information for you."
They have questions for all of us, or just Brunhilde?
All of you, I believe. I think they want to ask something of you. Not entirely sure.
Very well.
Yes, feel free to check out our fine city here if you haven't been before. It's a wonderful place full of many different types of debauchery and, entertainment and fun and all sorts of things.
I guarantee you this dude's into something freaky. Just with the way he said it. Guaranteed.
So, Misery, you wanted us to meet up here so you could show us something? Was that right?
more of just to collect payments before I try to convince you to join me in something.
I'm in.
That was fast.
Well, if you want to follow me, I promised you a look at the arena. And,
Yeah, let's see if we can't find Juniper's brother first.
yes.
Get that out.
Yes, my little Hemi.
And while we're trying to do that, I wanted to try to introduce you to the proposition of maybe joining the Marker's Alcove.
Does Brunhilde know what they are?
I think you would be familiar.
Okay. Oh, where is that?
It's in the eastern side of the mountain, and it's more of a adventurer's guild type thing that I think that we would be very apt for. Plus, it'll earn you a little bit of gold, glory, renown, which I need to talk to some wizards up in their ivory towers.
Can you be in both? Can you be in the guard and the alcove?
You can.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up for some gold, and if we have to wait around anyways, because I don't think that there's any fights going on just yet, but I think we can throw our name in, and then they'll let us know when the fights are happening. I think that's how it works.
And while we're there, we can check in the wherever the gladiators are staying nowadays for Hemi, as Juniper has aptly named him.
Yes.
I wanna-
Well, I mean, you should call him Hemlock. He might be a little upset if you call him what I call him.
I'll just whisper it under my breath. I'll know in my heart of hearts that he is Hemi.
I
That
want to
is
check
not-
out
Indeed.
the magic shop too. See if there's
Oh
anything
yes, of
interesting
course. The Golden Horde.
there. Mhm.
Well, let's start making our way and have a dandy old day, shall we?
Hey, let's.
And
To the rock top.
I'll lead him to the rock top.
Rocktop Arena first.
Yes.
Okay, so you come upon the gates to the Rocktop Arena. They're right next to the inn that you stayed at, Misery, which is kind of like a big barn. It looks like almost but a little fancier. Like the wood is it looks pretty rustic and nice. But it's a very big building. You'd imagine that some rough houses have been in there. So, and the gates
Probably
there
like
is-
3 or 4 of them started by me.
yeah. And you see the gates, they're blocked off a little bit from the sun, and you notice behind the gates there is a dark elf there. And you know this person, Misery, this is Master Tilda Oslo, a female dark elf.
Tildy, it's so nice to see you.
God, not you again. Please don't call me that.
My apologies, Master Tildy.
What do you want?
We're actually here to check out your arena at the moment. Maybe have a little bit of tour.
Check out the arena. You want to just go and see it?
Well, is there any fights happening?
No, not for a couple of weeks. We're clearing out and making ready for the festival in a couple of weeks.
Understandable. And looking, kind of glancing over at Juniper, we're looking for a furbolg specifically as well. But I promised them a little bit of a walkabout the arena. So if you wouldn't mind being a little bit more accommodating.
Well, your friends have not wronged me in any way. I suppose I could allow that. As far as the Furbolg, I have not seen him for some time. He hasn't fought recently. He hasn't been here. I think I know who you're talking about because he kind of looks like you. Unfortunately, I can't help with this. He hasn't been here for, I'd say, maybe over a month.
Oh goodness.
At least not that I'm
Over
aware
a
of.
month?
Maybe one of the other gladiators knows where he went.
Perhaps.
Don't worry, Juniper, we'll find him.
What was this lady's name again?
Okay.
Tilda Oslo,
Master Tilda Oslo.
Master.
So, Master Oslo, please show us around.
Very well. And she leads you back, she opens the gate and leads you into the sort of alcove behind her. And there's a little platform in there, and she pulls a lever, and the platform begins to ascend using a chain sort of pulley system. And a few minutes later, probably takes about 5 to 6 minutes to get up. You are in the base of the arena, which you are familiar with, Misery. And you know from here you can circle around the stairs to get to the top of the stands. And As you do that, you see a bunch of different hallways. You imagine these are full when there's something going on. There's sort of like sitting areas for the combatants. There are gates to go out to the arena. They're all closed at the moment. You can't see through them. But eventually you're able to spiral up the staircase and you make your way out to the very top of the arena. And this view, for those of you who haven't seen it, which is pretty much everyone, is pretty spectacular. It's at the top of the mountain behind Marut, so you can see the entirety of the vista around it. If this landscape wasn't so horrible, it would be an amazing sight, but it's a pretty shattered landscape. But the arena is crazy. It's so imagine like a big bowl carved into the middle of a mountain, and you're just at the top of the side of the bowl, and there is a couple of pillars in the arena. The arena itself is just full of sand and dirt. The stands are just whatever they could have carved out of the mountain. It's huge. It's a vast arena. There's probably stands for about thousands of people, maybe, or seats for about thousands of people, and yeah, it's pretty majestic.
Well, this looks like fun. I'm gonna have to
I've
wait a
never-
couple weeks though for the
Yes,
festival.
I've never
Maybe-
seen the arena like this.
So empty?
No, I've never been right here. It's a very different angle. I can really appreciate the craftsmanship behind the stonework. It's excellent.
Well, if we have to wait a couple weeks anyways, maybe we should see what the Marker's alcove has going on.
Yes, that would be a spectacular idea.
Make a little gold while we're waiting. I mean, depending on what the your guards people, what was this?
Healthguard.
The prime mediator wants with us. Do you think we're in trouble for something?
No, I suspect they just want to speak with us regarding what we saw and what we fought as well.
Maybe my pretty new necklace as well.
Maybe.
Well,
Seeing as how it is magical.
what does it do? I don't think you told us.
I'll tell you when we're not in the company of Master Tildy here.
That seems awfully suspicious, but okay.
If you would like to know, Tildy, it is used to raise undead giants.
Whoa, that was a lot of information.
Yes,
Never mind. I don't want to know.
you really don't.
Honestly,
Would you
that's
please
safest.
show us where the gladiators are staying?
Gladiators all stay down in the Rocktop Arena, or the Rocktop Inn. I'm sorry. I would imagine that a lot of them are not here at the moment, since there's no fights going on. They're probably either out with the alcove on some alcove missions, or they're maybe doing some mediator things, or they're just relaxing and enjoying some free time before the upcoming festival.
Maybe we should go talk to like the bartender. They usually stick around. They might. I mean, everyone talks to the bartender, right?
This is very true.
It's true.
Maybe the bartender has some information about Hemlock.
Yeah. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
If we have to wait for other people to get back into town.
Master, if you'll excuse us, and thank you for such a terrific tour and the information. We really appreciate it.
Oh, not a problem. Not a problem at all. If you'll come with me. I'll bring you back down.
But of course.
Very well. And she leads you back to the platform and takes you back down. Have a
To
good
the
day
inn.
there, Misery.
And you. Where are we going next? To the Rock Talk Inn or somewhere else first?
Well, the inn's so close by, we might as well just stop in there. 'Cause it's literally next
yeah.
door.
I agree.
Alrighty.
Yes. We should
You know, we might want to wait to go do the markers alcove stuff until after we've talked to the guard. Because if they've got something for us or if we're in trouble or something, I don't want to have, like, conflicting schedules or something.
It is merely an idea, just for the future.
Gotcha.
That's all right.
To the
To
end.
the inn.
So you're going to the Rock Top Inn?
Yes.
All right. Cool. At the Rock Top Inn, there is at this point of the day, there is a halfling behind the bar. You know him. Actually, you might not know this guy. He's a little new. Misery.
Well, hello there. You're a new face.
Yeah, I'm a little new. What's it to you?
Well, I've just been around here for a little while, maybe my whole life. I've never seen you, but I'm hoping you might be a little bit of use to us.
Well, I can certainly try. Can I get you any drinks? Can I get you any food? What do you want? What are you looking for?
Well, they might want
I'm
something.
looking for someone like me.
Someone like you. Haven't seen any furbolgs around here anytime soon, anytime recently. Yeah, can't help you there, sorry.
What about
What about a month ago?
I wasn't here a month ago. I just came from the Misty Island about a couple of weeks back.
Was
I know
anyone
they're-
here a month ago? Like, is there someone else that works here that was here a month ago, or is it just you?
It's just me at the moment. It's pretty early in the morning. I assume the owner would know.
Are they going to be in later, or can we contact them somewhere?
They'll probably be in at sometime throughout the day. I think they're at the Drunken Dragon's Tavern right now. They're settling something with the owner of that place.
And
Where's
quick,
that?
do you know what the Misty Island is?
Misty Island is on the river, the Great River Vita. It's a different country.
Yeah,
It's
that's
basically
where
the capital of the country.
it's where Brownhill is from, actually.
Hey,
Oh, how convenient. And other gladiators, are there any here that you know of?
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's a few. A couple of the tables over there. And he points back behind you, and there's a couple of humans and an elf at a table.
how many?
2 humans and 1 elf.
3? All right.
Sitting
Can we
at the
get 3 ales?
That would run you here 6 silver for 3 ales.
Okay. And I give them to Misery. Here, tell them you bought them a drink and see if they give you any information. You're much more charming than I am. And you've been in the ring.
Well, right back then. And kind of holding all of the tankards together and in the fashion that you see in the movies, I just walk over to their table promptly.
Boy, I think I recognize you. Let me see. What's your name?
Of course you do. It's me, the magnificent Misery. And I set down the drinks.
That's the one, of course. And this is one of the humans talking to you. He's a sort of heavier set blonde guy. very muscular, but also a bit of girth on him. He says, "So, what's up? What can we help you with?"
Well, since I bought you these drinks, and I kind of pushed them forward a little bit.
Appreciate that, and he just slams it in one gulp. The other two are a little slower, but he's all in.
Okay. And I'm hoping that would pay for a little bit of information out of your pretty little heads.
Well, I assume we could help you out a little bit with something. What are you looking for? What kind of information?
He might have had to go for a second.
Sorry about that. What did you say?
What kind of information are you looking for?
Well, specifically about the Furbolg that fought in the ring maybe a month ago or so.
Furbolg. Oh yeah, I remember him. Violent fellow, that one. Quite crafty. Quite I fought him myself. Took him down. Was able to, but it was quite a challenge, that one.
Can I make an insight check? Because I feel like he's lying.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay. My wisdom sucks. I forgot. Oh, but being a bard is amazing, so...
Yes, it is.
11.
So amazing.
I'm going to pull you in whispers for a couple of seconds.
Okay, cool. There is no... Alright. Looking at this man in the face.
Oh, they went to get water and an apple.
Okay.
Okay.
Looking this man in the face, kind of just give him a look, and then look at the other two. Say, do you maybe remember this great valiant fighter's name?
Don't think I ever got it. Yeah, a lot of us don't know each other's names. It's kind of people come in, people go out. It's a bit of a revolving door around here.
Well, he's got to have a nickname. Everyone has nicknames.
I think they called him the... Oh dear, I can't remember what they called him. They announced him as the Shredder or something like that. The Eviscerator, something along those lines. It was meant to be menacing. I think it was the Shredder.
The Shredder. Maybe he would be good with a block of cheese as well.
Or some Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
When the evil Shredder attacks.
Does he perhaps have a nemesis with 4 turtles? Turtles.
Come to think of it, I did hear something about that one time. No, he's I don't know what his deal is. He's kind of a elusive fellow. Doesn't talk to many people. Seems a bit angry most of the time, really, to be honest.
Huh.
That sounds like my Hemi.
I've heard
Hemi.
quite a few people. Hemi, Hemlock. Ring any bells?
Yes,
Hemlock. That's the name. That's his name.
Hemlock the Shredder. I love it. And Hemlock, did he seem like the type that would go on adventures with, let's say, the Marker's Alcove?
Not
If not
really.
more into shred monsters.
I mean, he probably could. You had a better chance finding him in that kind of place than the Mediator's Den. But I'm not entirely sure. really. I don't frequent that place myself. I make enough money off the arena, you see.
Understandable. One last question. Seeing as how your gladiators may be of a higher standing, since you're such winners, giving the heavyset man kind of a squint. Do you perhaps know a way to get into the above
Ooh,
quickly?
that's quickly. Well, I suppose if you do some great deed, maybe they'd let you in. Maybe win a lot in the arena, but that's not exactly quick. Don't know. Maybe if you stumble upon something and get lucky. Maybe if you go to the mediator's den and do a bunch of good deeds, perhaps you'd find your way up there somehow.
Perfect. Well, three of you, thank you so much for your time. And next time I'm in town, maybe a month or two from now, I'll be seeing you in the arena.
Oh, participating in the festival then.
Most likely. But you
Interesting.
never know.
Well, in the meantime, perhaps we can find you down at the Drunken Dragons Tavern. They have the contest there every night.
Contest?
That's the only place we're participating in these days.
What sort of
Perhaps I will.
contest?
What was that?
What sort
What
of a
sort-
contest?
Oh, the best kind of all, lass. It's a drinking contest.
Brunhilde's face brightens up into a wild, very ruddy smile. Like her cheeks are
I
very
got-
rosy.
I kind of pat Brunhilde on the shoulder and says, "Well, you better watch your money pouches, cause she's coming for them." And I smile and I stand up.
Oh, I see she is. Well, perhaps we'll see you down there one night.
Perhaps.
Great day. And I push it in the chair. Say, next time you are drinking, perhaps prepare yourselves to go under the table.
He gives a hearty bellow, a laugh, and he says, "Hey, don't know about that, but you can certainly try. Love to take your coin." And he sort of bows and salutes.
I smile, showing my tiefling fangs, and then I say to the group, "Where to next?"
Ooh.
Magic shop?
I like that plan.
I mean, I don't know if any of us have any of the coin to actually buy anything, but if we're gonna make some, we might as well see what's around.
Make a plan of what we do want.
Scope out anything good.
I do enjoy
Put it on
window shopping.
layaway.
What was that now?
I do enjoy window shopping.
All right, make your way to
Make
the
our way
Golden
over there
Horde.
then.
As we're
Golden Horde.
walking, as we're walking, can I kind of pull Misery aside for a second?
Mhm.
Remind me, why are you trying to get into the above again?
Wizards.
What, are you like sleeping with one or for something else?
Well, maybe. You never know. But really, I need information on a certain demon.
Hmm.
And a
Are we-
certain necklace.
Are you trying to sneak in or are you trying to get in?
I'd prefer to get in. If I could sneak in, that would be less up to par than what people expect of me. And I kind of roll my eyes sarcastically.
Well, not today, but I could probably help you sneak in if it's an emergency.
Maybe the
Just-
necklace is an emergency in case there's a rising of undead, but other than that, the demon can wait. She'll
Oh,
be there
speaking
when
of
I'm
the
ready.
speaking of the necklace, if you bring that with us to the guard, they might take it from you.
Those. No, they won't, and I take it off and I put it in my pants.
Fair enough. There we go. All right, and then we make our way to the magic store.
Okay. The Golden Horde appears to be a very small building. It's in the eastern side of below. Appears to be a very small building. Not too impressive from the outside. It's made of stone. And you walk in the door, and you're kind of blown away at the size of this place. It seems to be like a Harry Potter tent, where it has a lot more room on the inside than it looks like from the outside. And you see an older tiefling man, long beard, long white beard, red skin, dark horns that go back to the sort of nape of his neck, and yellow eyes, or actually silver eyes, sorry. Silver eyes and silver hair, actually. And he looks to you, and there's actually no one else in here at the time. He looks to you and says, new customers looking for very specific things, I see. What can I help you with? What are you seeking? I'm sure I can help you in anything.
We were actually just kind of window shopping. We're hoping to come into some money soon. With the alcove. So we were just seeing what was around, because I've never been to town, so I'm not really sure what y'all have.
So you just want a bit of a tour, then?
That would be lovely.
I can do that, no problem. Over here, and he leads you to a certain wall, and he says, so I see that you're sort of the adventuring type. You look that way, at least. Would you be interested in sort of protection? Would you be interested in potions? Anything of the sort?
I'm always personally interested in protection. I think maybe some of the others might be more interested in, like, weapons, maybe, but I don't really use that kind of thing. But
as far as
maybe
weapons, at the moment, we've only got one. It's this particular sword here, and he pulls off a rapier from the sword, and it seems to be emitting sort of a dim light. This is a moon-touched rapier. This will light a certain area around you, help you see in the dark. You'll be fighting in that anytime soon. As far as protection, we've got cloaks that would raise your armor by a bit. We've got rings that would do the same thing. Those run about 2,000 gold apiece. Very rare enchantments indeed, very costly. And as far as other things, we've got healing potions, of course, for the adventuring type. Those are 50 gold apiece. We've got this strange dust that I came across. If you throw it up in the air, anyone around you will become invisible for a certain amount of minutes. Perhaps that would help you sneak in somewhere. Hopefully not up to anything nefarious, I hope. And otherwise than that, all we have got beside that is this key that I stumbled across. I'm not entirely sure what it unlocks, but it is magical in nature. Perhaps it would be of great use to you. Far more than it is to me, at least.
How much is the key?
Mm-hmm.
The key I'm selling for 25 gold pieces.
I will take it.
You will take the key. Very well. Lovely. Hand you the key.
How much for the
Hand
dust?
him 20 gold pieces.
The dust would run you 200 gold.
Yikes.
Do you accept acorns?
I beg your pardon. Acorns?
You know, acorns.
It's the newest thing in town. Have you not heard of it?
It must be
Everyone's
out of the
accepting
loop. Oh, this
Well,
is
Let
strange
me and my
indeed.
compatriot persuade you on how valuable acorns actually are.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
Guidance.
Cool.
Go for
Guidance? Oh my god, this is gonna be great.
Oh, should I make the check too?
I have a
Oh yeah,
plus
actually, instead of advantage, misery, I'm gonna have you both roll it actually instead.
Okay.
I give guidance to Juniper.
Okay, cool.
Add a d4 to your roll.
Okay.
$24.
I got 10.
10. He seems a bit conflicted, and he says, "I'd be willing to knock the price down by 10 gold if you give me 10 acorns. I'd love to get in on this new currency, perhaps on the ground floor."
Oh my
I
god.
think that's perfect.
Will you take it?
No, I'm sorry, we don't have 190 gold.
Yeah.
But when we get back, or perhaps for my
Of course.
maybe we could give you 10 acorns and you could give me back 10 gold?
You'll give those to me now, and I'll give you the gold back when you return, you mean?
Oh no, I mean for
Uh,
the key, I give you the acorns in exchange
Oh.
for the 10 gold.
No,
Oh,
I
you'd
think
be
the
missing
gold
out.
would work. I think the gold would do well for the key.
Alrighty. Well, when we come back, we'll be sure to keep you in the loop of acorn economy.
Indeed,
Yes.
perhaps I'll
Or,
learn more
as I
about
like to call it, economy.
No, I refuse. Please,
Is a decent
please no.
pump. Well done there, sir. Well done indeed.
Thank
So-
you, thank you. I like to think of myself as a wordsmith.
As far as magical items are concerned, for weary adventurers, I believe that's all we have at the moment. Perhaps when you come back from your hunt or whatever you're on, maybe we'll have a little bit more.
Are you the owner of the shop?
I am indeed. I am the owner and the enchanter and the proprietor of this place.
Oh, awesome. And what's your name?
My name is Gerdell Grunthane. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Well, Gerdell, from one educated tiefling to the other, how knowledgeable would you say you are?
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would put myself at about a 11.5, perhaps.
Amazing, amazing. And do you have a maybe a inclination on where I could find information on demons and devils?
Demons, devils. You mean much like yourself and myself, of course. Well,
More like parents of us, yes.
parents. Well, I believe you could find such information. Not entirely sure, to be honest. There's no holy places that would keep track of such things here in this city. We just have small shrines to the gods here. And no one would be particularly interested in them unless they were causing a problem to the city. You might want to, if you were lucky enough to find your way into the wizard's towers, perhaps they would have information about such things, but not an easy task.
Well then, thank you. I definitely have a plan now.
Very
Do you
well.
have any interest in buying magic items if we were to come across some, or do you only sell them?
Oh, I would be very willing to buy, very willing indeed. Perhaps a trade would be in order, or perhaps just for resale purposes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I'm sure we'll
You
be
are
back.
quite welcome. Very well. It was a pleasure to meet you all.
Quick DM question.
Mhm.
Healing potions. If I'm making them myself, it's half the cost, right?
Yep.
Yes.
You have
You
to. If you
I
have
am
proficiency in
proficient with an
herbalism.
herbalism kit, yes.
Okay. So you would make a roll, and it would be a medicine check, I think. And if there is a risk of losing the materials if you roll poorly enough, but being proficient, kind of hard to roll poorly enough. You might just fail a check and have to try again. But
Okay. So it's half of the cost, and okay, I gotcha.
25. Yeah, I believe Xanatar's introduced new rules regarding making potions.
yeah, you can make them for 25 gold basically. And
Okay,
he
cool.
would. This guy might not sell stuff like that, but there is a shop here that would sell herbs.
Awesome. Yeah. I will ask Misery and Brunhilde if they know of a place where I can get an herbalism kit. I haven't found, we were on the road for a while and I didn't have one, but if we're going to be adventuring and stuff, we might want some healing potions, and I can make them slowly, but might be helpful.
Yeah.
If I can get a kit.
And they would respond, Honest Elba's storehouse would be the best place to find something like that.
What is it called?
Honest
Honest
Elba's
Elba's.
storehouse.
Honest Alba's
Storehouse.
storehouse. Okay. I heard whorehouse and I was like, that can't be right.
Oh yeah, totally. That's definitely where they make healing potions.
It's a different
Yeah,
area
it's like-
of town.
I mean, I'm sure there's one here, but not for healing potions.
Different kind of healing.
Yeah.
Of the spiritual variety.
Is it like a general store on a Selbus?
Yeah, pretty much. It's adventuring gear, anything you would basically need for your kind of professions.
Okay.
Would anyone mind stopping there before we head out of town if we're going anywhere or anything like that? I'd just like to have one on me.
Sure.
No, not at all. I don't
Okay.
mind.
I have a distinct feeling that whoever we're supposed to meet for the guard will have us be doing something more, seeing our capabilities. So I think it's downright genius.
I had that feeling as well.
Yes, they've put me to work ever since I came here, so to speak.
Well, old enchanter, we'll be seeing you.
Very well. Come back anytime. I'd be willing to buy anything you will find along the way if you don't need it. And it was a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And yours.
Excellent. To the storehouse. And then the
Storehouse?
whorehouse. No, just kidding.
It was drink.
Sorry.
Quite apt.
Alright. Consult my map here. My very crude, shitty map. Alright. The storehouse is on the same side of town. Pretty close to where you are right now. So you come upon a very, very tall building and a very thin building. Seems to be architecturally unsound in every way possible. And you walk inside, and you do see two halflings behind the counter, one male, one female. And there's a couple of people in here, a couple of patrons that look like they're browsing. And you see the walls of this place are lined with crap. Just anything that people might need. There's ropes, armor, weapons. Don't look anything special. They just look like normal armor and normal weapons. Small potions, small bags of some kind, backpacks, anything that adventurers would need. and there are ladders that go around each wall, very tall ladders that look very unsafe, and you gather that that's to for someone to climb up and get something when they need it. And the halfling gentleman looks at you as you come in and say, "Ah, adventurers, nice, brilliant. What can I help you with today? What are you seeking?"
Oh, hi. I was looking for an herbalism kit, and I was told you might have
Herbalism.
one here. Yeah.
Oh, of course, yes, we have that indeed. Eliza! He yells, and this very young human teenage girl comes up, and she says, What can I help you with? She's like, these people are looking for an herbalism kit. If you wouldn't mind fetching that from the walls. It's like, fine. This girl's very aloof, very doesn't want to be there, but seems to have found a job in this place, and she stumbles over to a ladder and begins to climb it very deftly, almost like a cat climbing a tree or something. She goes up about 4 or 5 stories and fetches a couple of kits and slides back down the ladder and brings them back over. Does anyone know how much herbalism kits cost off the top of their head?
It's 5 gold.
5 gold, okay.
Yeah. There's a card. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Able to get a couple of those. And the herbs you would require would be an extra 20 gold to make the healing potions.
So, do I have to pay the cost of the 20 gold herbs now, or when I make it?
When you make it.
Okay.
Whenever you would want to make it.
I'll just spend the 5 now then.
Okay. Just one kit?
Yeah, because I think it takes, actually no, I'll get 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I think it takes a couple weeks or something to even make one healing potion
Right.
anyways.
Full day's work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get 2 for now.
Able to get those? Says very well. Anything else you require?
I think we're gonna just look around for a minute.
Sure. No problem.
I'm
Let
gonna
me know if you
go.
need anything.
I'm gonna go window shopping, and I'm gonna subtly throw up a detect magic and see if anything pings.
Okay. A couple, actually, they're probably out of range of detect magic, 30 feet. A couple of the potions look a little suspicious at the higher shelves, but detect magic is unable to reach that, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
And nothing else. Nothing
well-
else pings.
Well, Spencer is doing that. Brunhild is gonna look at armor, I think.
Okay.
Just looking.
They don't have anything super fancy. They just have sort of chainmail. They have a half plate suit. A couple of different things. A bunch of leather armor, but you wouldn't be interested in that.
No splint armor.
Yeah, just
Okay.
a lot of basic stuff.
Yeah, she wouldn't be able to afford it because, real heavy armor is very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any knickknacks, like something a younger brother would enjoy as a gift?
There are a couple of things. There are little carved symbols of the gods, a couple of gods. These people in particular seem fond of Waukeem, and a couple of depictions of the Earth Mother. What's her name again?
Melora?
No, that's the Wild Mother. The Earth Mother is Shaunistine or something. Yeah, Shantea, the Earth Mother, or the Grain Goddess, as some people call her. Just simple depictions of the gods.
Never mind, though.
Okay.
Do they
Will
have
be
one
dead.
of mask?
No.
Is Eliza blonde?
Eliza is not blonde, unfortunately. Eliza has sort of like sandy red hair.
Curses.
There's a few things I'd like to buy.
Okay.
Some chalk.
Chalk, yep, you can. Oh, so the way I play Adam is stuff that you need for spells, like spell riggins. I'm saying that everything that doesn't have like a specific cost or like a heavy cost, you'd already have that stuff on you. So anything you would need to just cast a spell, you would pretty much already have that stuff on you. You don't necessarily have to buy any of that stuff.
Sure. I'm buying chalk just for like writing on things, but
Okay. You can buy enough chalk that you would need for like 5 copper.
Are there any dope sunglasses? Like, is there like a sunglasses rack, like tourist style?
There's just a guy with sunglasses hanging on his arms.
In a trench coat? Yeah.
Yeah. No sunglasses, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's a new technology that hasn't quite made its way here yet.
can I buy some flour as well?
Flour? Yep, you can find flour. I'll say 3 copper for some flour.
Also a grappling hook.
Ooh, grappling hook.
Nice.
Let me look up how much that costs. I don't want to just make that up.
I'm gonna buy 2 flour, like 2 portions.
Of flour?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Grappling hook is 2 gold.
I'll say it's this. 2 gold. Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Right.
did someone ask about armor already? Like what kind of armor they have?
Yeah, they have a lot of basic stuff, nothing too fancy, but they do have a lot of leathers, which you might be interested in.
Okay. Do they have a breastplate by chance, or is that too fancy?
A leather breastplate?
More of a metal one. Or a chain
Oh, yeah, they
shirt.
do have. I think that. Oh, yeah, they definitely have a chain shirt.
Okay. I'm more interested in the breastplate if they did have one.
They do have a half plate suit.
Okay. And how much would that be?
750 gold.
Holy moly.
Delicious. My favorite. And chain shirt, how much would that be?
Let
50.
me see. Let me look.
50. Okay.
Mhm.
I'll keep that in mind.
There's a couple more things I want to buy.
Okay.
Do it. Get everything.
a hand mirror, if they've got one.
Hand mirror. Yep. He pulls that out, and actually, he's shouting all of this to Eliza, and she's just like very miserably going up the ladder and getting all this stuff, and very deftly, very nimbly. She seems to be very, very good at this. And the hand mirror, I'd say that would cost a silver.
Okay. And a signal whistle.
Whistle, that would be 5 copper, I'll say.
That's me. That's my shopping list done.
Alright. Nice list.
Juniper is gonna tip Eliza for all the trouble she's going through. Give her a few acorns.
Just, what am I supposed to do with these?
Plant them, eat them.
She
Keep them
Spread
she
them
like
for the
takes one.
economy.
future investment.
Honestly, some places are using them as money.
Really?
Yeah. Down at
Make it a
the.
second check. Both of you.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm not lying. We used them as money at
That's
the.
true. Make a persuasion check.
I was actually just gonna drop the. Oh, at Buzzards. Oh, I know she's like a minor, but I don't care.
Who's making
Persuasion?
the persuasion checks?
Me.
Guidance.
Yeah. I guided myself. I didn't roll well,
Was
though.
there someone else who was making a persuasion check, or just Spencer?
Juniper, you can too.
Oh, persuasion. Okay.
14.
Guidance.
15.
Ooh!
15. She's like, she particularly focuses on the you can eat them part, and she puts one in her mouth, and Ow, that really hurt.
I mean,
Say,
she cooked them first. I thought everyone knew that.
oh, I don't know anything about acorns. This is like the first time I've heard about them. You say they're like part of the economy now?
Yeah, I use them at
Buzzards.
you know, buzzards needs.
Oh yeah, that guy's weird.
I use.
He'd probably take
Oh,
anything from
he's
you.
not weird.
I mean,
Okay.
the Golden
You're a little
Horde
judgmental.
proprietor accepted the new change of economy as well.
Economy.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
a whole
that.
new thing.
You know what? That makes it sound a lot better, actually. But
Perfect.
obviously, the Golden Horde guy is kind of weird too.
Everyone's
Like,
weird in the city.
Stays in his
Yeah.
shop and just like works on his magic stuff all the day. I don't even know if he like ever does anything else.
I
You know
mean,
what?
do
They
you
probably think you're weird too.
climbing up and down ladders, being
That's probably
parked orders
true.
that's all day?
Yeah, it's just a job, man. I'm just like here because I need money and stuff.
And so is his magical items.
I suppose that's true. Everyone's got to make a living.
How old is this girl again?
About 13 or 14. Even though she sounds like a weird surfer dude.
She's definitely in her emo phase at the moment.
Oh, for sure. She's gonna go to Hot Topic after this.
You say I can keep these acorns?
Yep. And for you, for all your running around and climbing up these ladders that look very unsafe, honestly. You should be wearing some of the armor that your bosses sell.
Oh, it's no problem. I can do a little bit of magic if I fall, so I'm good.
Okay.
Got this one spell that I know. Pretty cool.
Are you like an apprentice or something, or do you just have magic naturally?
I could just do a couple of things. Someone taught me something. Just a couple of spells. Nothing major.
That's cool.
Now, what did you say your name was again?
My name's Eliza. Eliza Sorensen.
Eliza. You know, maybe this life isn't meant out for you. Maybe this occupation that you're in doesn't really fit your wants or needs.
Well, duh. But what else am I supposed to do? I don't have a family or anything. I'm only 13, dude.
Yes, and I'm only 22.
You're like 9 years older than me.
Actually,
That's quite a bit.
Yeah, but if you
9
don't have
years
a family,
is
you don't have
good.
anyone to say no, tell you can't do it. Why
It's
not
true,
go
but-
get into some
Are you an-
trouble? You know
you're
some
an orphan?
magic. You could
I
make
mean, I
some
know
money.
magic, but I don't know how to fight or anything.
but
That'd be crazy.
you'll be able to if you stick with me. I like
Okay,
to think
let's
of myself as-
adopt her. She's our new child now. I'm like
What do you
2
think
years
I'm
older
trying
than
to
her,
do?
but it's
Add
fine.
a character? What do you think I'm trying to do right now? You said she could cast spells.
She probably knows a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
I can do Featherfall, that's it. And one other
I
thing
can
that
teach
I
you a
forgot.
lot of other stuff as well.
Really? Like what?
Well, what would you like to learn? Maybe shoot fire from your fingertips.
I
Disguise
saw some
yourself?
dude disappear.
Guys, are we a cult now?
Oh yeah, that'd be
Yes.
cool.
I'm not gonna lie, out of character, I almost instinctively just said I'd turn into a bear, and then I remembered we were in like a shop, and I was like, maybe not.
When she says, I want to learn how to make myself invisible, I cast invisibility on myself.
Oh. Whoa, where'd he go?
I
Oh,
go
did he
behind
just do
her,
the
and
thing?
then I appear again and tap on her shoulder.
Whoa, dude, that's cool. You can teach me
You'll be
that?
able to. Yeah, of course I can, but you have to join our little adventuring group.
Well,
It
I
will
have,
be
like, school and
dangerous.
stuff.
But we can teach you a lot.
And you'll get gold out of it. More gold than
Mhm.
that old geezer will get you. Looking at the shopkeeper.
He's a nice guy. He yells a lot, but he's okay. Treats me all right.
I mean, you could always come back. We're not going to be adventuring all the time.
Of course. But a little bit of
Alright,
gold
so-
never hurts anyone.
It would be best if we just left her here and came back to see how she's progressing with her magic.
To plant the seed, Misery and Spencer make persuasion checks.
Guidance.
Cool.
Guidance.
Are you guidancing me? Okay.
No, I'm guidancing me. And
I'm
then
guidancing you.
He's
Okay, sweet. Awesome. Let me roll that.
A little loose with the guidance here, but it's alright.
you basically just like touch someone and they get to add a D4 to a check.
Yeah, but
Good
it's
thing I
like
have- I have a
obvious
plus
magic, and it's like something you would do if someone's doing something like in the exact moment. It's not like so you're persuading her over a lengthy period of time. It's not really but I'll allow it. It's no big deal.
I only got a 12 with my plus 10.
I got a 1,
Oh, okay.
which is a four.
All right. She kind of says, "I don't know. You guys seem pretty weird too, to be honest."
You're right, but we'll prove to you that we're more than just weirdos carrying around weapons. You'll see.
All right, man. Well, I gotta get back to work. Take it easy, I guess.
You too,
Goodbye.
Have fun out there. Have fun out there. She goes back to
How much time has
Something
passed at this point?
probably about 1 or 2 hours. Not too much.
Okay.
Nearing
Did we-
midday.
Did we have anything else
actually-
we wanted to do?
You went up to the arena, so probably past midday at this point. Just a bit past midday.
Should we check back in with the guard?
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe grab some lunch on the way?
Well, I was thinking later we should go to the what's that place called?
Drunken
Uh,
Dragon.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we should get in on that drink, but only after we talk to them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go during dinner. Join the drinking competition.
I agree. We'll head back to the guard, check in, see if they're ready for us.
Okay.
I would like
Um,
to get street food on the way there, please.
Street food. Oh, you can
Yeah.
find street food. Any type you can think of, they can find.
Dumplings.
Street
Definitely
food
find
dumplings?
Awesome.
Oh,
If it's made out of rats, I don't care. I'm into it.
I'd eat that too.
I was gonna get some
Uh,
pastries.
How much would that cost, Dungeon Master?
Drop about 3 silver for that.
Sounds good.
I think
Just
Val,
a carrot for Juniper.
Val's just gonna get some pastries. I think.
A carrot would be about 5 copper. Some pastries.
Okay.
You could get those for a certain sizable amount of pastries for about 1 silver.
Yep.
All kinds of pastries. Muffins, donuts, croissants.
Any offers them to the group as well if they want to.
Oh, Brunhilde takes one.
I also take a croissant.
You make your way back to the guard post.
Making our way.
The same fellow.
Making our way.
Same fellow is there. I forgot his name. Oh, that's Timothy.
Timothy, yeah.
Serva. And he says, back already. They haven't returned yet, unfortunately. I could certainly tell them when they do that you've checked in a few times. Perhaps they could seek you out. Or just, I'm still expecting them sometime during the day. But could be wrong, of course, if their business is postponing them.
Do you know where they headed off to?
Not entirely sure. They kept that business quite secret.
I understand. That is okay. Well, do we have any other plans of where to go for today? Any facilities to visit?
Think so. Unless anyone
Marco's
else had
alcove.
anything.
Yeah, the alcove, yeah.
You want to go back to the alcove? Yeah.
Just to see what's going on there.
Sure.
Maybe.
Okay. Make your way back to the Marker's alcove. The same half-orc is there behind the counter, still with his feet up on the desk. He's sort of like actually leaning back and seems to be taking a nap with a straw hat on his head.
What was his name again?
Tyrus Combs.
Well, Tyrus, and I tap him on the foot again. I'm back and I brought friends like promised.
Oh, well. Very well then. So your group knows the score here. They know what they have to do.
Nope.
No, not at all.
Not in
Basically,
the
there's a bit of a trial period to get into this group here, and basically what we do is we take on marks that are a little too difficult for the general Crown's Guard or the Belt Guard to handle. Strong monsters, any kind of that thing that they find out there that's causing anyone problems, we go out there and we take care of them, and earn a fair bit of coin doing so, and that's about it. To get into this club, there's a bit of a trial. So what we would need you to do is head into Gawker's Canyon, which is about 3 or 4 days outside of town, heading to the west. You'd go along the road until you reach the canyon, until you reach the bottom of the canyon, that is, and then you would go north. There is a very large cluster of harpies in the northern part of the canyon. They are very difficult. They are treacherous, and they're stupid enough to stay there, even though we keep killing a lot of them. So, we need you to go in, find them, and then I need you to bring back 5 talons of harpies. That is about it. If you succeed with this, there would be a small interview after that, and if you succeed in that, you'd be a member of the club. Give you your emblems that pertain to membership, and you'd be in. Does that sound agreeable?
Is there any sort
Did
of
you say 5 pounds?
talons?
No, 5 talons, yes.
No talons.
5 pounds of harpies. Oh my god.
That'd be difficult.
Is there a time frame on this? 'Cause we might have
No,
other
not
business
at all.
in it, but okay.
No, if you bring the talons back at any point, we will conduct the interview at the most agreeable time for everyone, and then we go from there.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right, well, hopefully I'll see you back alive, and I will warn you, these harpies do have a way of getting inside your head. They're not easy prey, which is why we send you after them.
I have a way of getting in theirs. You don't have to worry, Mr. T.
I imagine you do. Very well then. If that is all you have, you can be on your way.
Oh wait, quick question, Mr. T. Have you seen anyone who looks like me?
Oh. Come to think of it, you do look a little bit familiar, maybe from a different perspective. Let me think on that a little bit.
Maybe the
I
word
remember-
named Hemlock the Shredder.
No, that doesn't do anything. It's more just the fur and the look.
Maybe
You
a more
believe there was
angry,
someone.
bigger one.
Yeah, he did have a certain grimace to him at most times. Yeah, I'll think about the last time I saw him, and I'll let you know when you return.
Okay, thank you. So helpful.
Looking at Juniper, maybe we just need some harpy talons to open up his memory bank.
Maybe.
And might indeed help, although it would probably just be the time.
Well, thank you for your business, and we'll be right on our way. What were we heading off to do next?
That
Drink?
is a good question.
Go to the
Drinks?
bar?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Well,
To the Drunken Dragon.
maybe we should let Timothy know that that's where they can find us.
Sure. You go on ahead to the
Yeah.
tavern, and I'll go drop in and give them the what say.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you're able to do that pretty quickly, and it's on the way to the drunken dragon actually. So
Okay, I'll do that.
good. The drunken dragon.
Can I make some sort of check to see what I know about harpies?
Sure, make a nature check.
Oh. Can I guidance myself on this?
Yeah, because you're trying to recall information in the moment. I'll say.
Oh, shit.
Could I give her advantage, maybe?
Yeah, you would. Yeah, a bard. You would hear stories about such things.
Awesome.
Oh, so much better. Natural 20.
It's pretty good.
So 26.
So, basically, if you want, you can just pull up the sheet of harpy, and you can assume that you know everything about harpies. You know that they
Excellent.
try to charm people. You know that they try to carry them away. You know that they're not particularly adept at fighting hand to hand or anything like that. They try to scoop people up and basically run. But
So-
they do have that charming ability, which is a little.
Quick clarification on that. Do you have to be able to hear them for the charm to work since it's a song?
You do.
Excellent. I have something for this.
Oh,
Okay. Another day, though.
Okay, Drunken Dragon.
Drunken dragon. All right, you walk in. This is another large brick and mortar building, and you walk inside, and you see a large bar behind the left side of the on the left side of the building, and a very large dragonborn, a green dragonborn, is behind the counter. Wait. Yeah, this one's green. You guys approach the bar. Okay. Looks at you and he says, "Oh, hello everyone. Nice to see you. How can I help you today?"
Well, we heard that there was some sort of competition going on, and we were hoping to get in on it.
"Oh, here to sign up for the competition, are you? All 5 of you then?"
It's a drinking competition, yeah?
"Oh, of course. Of course, of course. The best kind."
Everyone in, or should one person
I'll
remain
do sit
sober?
everyone out.
Yeah. That seems
I'll
safest.
join.
I'm going
I'll
in.
join. This.
4 in, 1 out.
So that'll run you about 10 gold for the team for the entrance. And that's just a buy-in. If you happen to make it past a certain point, you might get some of that back, or you might get all of it back. Who knows? If you win the whole thing, newcomers like you are going to have a little bit of a tough time, but you'll never know what could happen. Doesn't start for about another hour or two. You want to sip on something a little tame until it starts?
Hi, that is fine by me.
If
I
you
can
do
food
that,
roast.
you might be a little bit more tipsy for the competition.
Yeah, I'll wait
Oh,
until
God.
it starts.
Should we eat first so that we have?
We do have food if you'd like
Yeah.
that. It's quite
Yeah.
a simple spread, but you can do that if you want. That's 1 silver per plate.
Done.
Yeah. Why not? I'll pay.
I'll get a plate.
Okay, I'll get a plate too.
And this is oh, go ahead.
So we each throw in a couple gold for the entry fee.
I'll put in 5 gold,
Oh, okay.
and then you can do the rest whoever.
I'll pay 2.
There's repayment. There's his repayment for stealing from you.
Yeah. I'll throw in 2 if Juniper throws in 1.
Acorn? No. Okay, 1 gold. I actually do have gold, but I...
Yeah. All right. So 2 gold and 1 silver for food. 2 silver for food. I'm gonna get 2 plates.
Okay.
I don't want to be drinking on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The food is a very simple spread of root vegetables and some gristle. Looks like it was kind of meat at one point, but it's pretty weird looking. But it does the job. It's serviceable.
Juniper puts her gristle on Spencer's plate.
I eat it.
I don't want that.
Are there any rules to the drinking competition?
Do you want to ask the bartender that?
Yeah.
Well, teams of 5, of course. That just makes sense to me. You'd all line up against a member of the other team at this table over here. He points to this very small round table. Basically, you'd imagine that the 2 people would be looking at each other right in the eyes as they're doing this. And it looks horrible. The table looks like it has spill marks all over it. It has claw marks, scratches. It just looks like it's seen way better days at one point in its life. And he says, so 2 people per round line up, or 1 person per round lines up against another. You have a little bit of a challenge to see who can drink the fastest. If one of you should happen to pass out or fall asleep, that disqualifies your team. And basically just it's a chugging contest.
Oh, it disqualifies the whole team, not just the individual.
Disqualifies the whole team because you need your entire team to press on into the later rounds. And
The team is 5 people.
5 people, yes, that's correct.
4.
Oh.
So it's a best of 3.
Okay. So we'll need a 5th. I mean, I assume there are stragglers. Someone will be placed with us.
You guys have 5?
Well, we have 4 because Misery is sitting out.
Oh, Misery sitting out?
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I'm gonna be sober.
Okay. All right.
We should have brought Eliza.
She's 13 and a human. She's not going to do any better than me.
Perhaps do I see any hardy patrons to this particular tavern?
2 people in here at the moment look particularly like they might be up for something like that. There's one tabaxi sitting with a group of a couple more people, but she looks like a hard drinker herself. She's got a huge pint with her already. And another guy is a gnome who is at the bar, and he's just sort of like sitting there with some sort of hot beverage, either coffee or tea or maybe mulled wine, who knows.
I'd like
Can
to
I
actually
mix-
walk over to the gnome man.
No? Okay. approach him.
I'll sit in the stool next to him, but with my body facing the tavern, not the bar. So my both of my elbows are just leaning against the bar, and I look at him and I say, "What you drinking, feller?"
He sort of sits there for a couple seconds, not responding to you, just looking at his beverage, and then he, ah, what? Who said that? Oh,
Well, me, of course.
I'm drinking a lovely tea.
Do you ever partake of anything harder than tea?
Well, a couple of times, yes, of course. Sometimes the occasion calls for a good stiff drink. Why do you ask, perhaps?
Well, my team over here, kind of nodding over to the group, needs a fifth, and I need to sit this one out.
Ah, you're
Seeing
signing
it,
up for the competition, are you?
of course.
Well, I'm sort of the moderator of that particular event. I don't partake usually unless you're willing to front some cash.
How
Would you
much
be
were
willing
you
to front
thinking?
some cash? Oh, let's say 20 gold.
20 gold.
It's a guaranteed win, I'll give you that.
And how much is the cash usually for winners?
Well, it depends how many teams partake. It's 10 gold per team, so it could be anywhere from usually in around, 100 to 150 or so.
Now, let's say if I get plenty of other teams to join, and I give you this 20 from the pot that we will surely win, as you've said. Would that do nicely?
I would need the money up front, unfortunately.
20 gold and a guaranteed win of 150. Seems fair enough.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh my god, 12. Dice bot taking.
Well, I do not like to get involved in these things. I tell you what, I'll give you a bit of information. There's a fellow over there at that table. He partakes quite often. Wait, did I say she? Did I say it was a female tabaxi? Yeah. She likes to partake quite often, and I have seen her win quite a few times. If you approach her, I'm sure she would be very agreeable toward you.
Well, I thank you. And what was your name again, feller?
My name is Milton Brandybuck.
Well, Milton, thank you for the information. I may be coming back to you. You seem pretty knowledgeable.
You could say that, indeed. Nice to meet you as well. Good luck.
I was actually going to head to the Tabaxi,
Okay.
if that's cool.
Yep, sure.
I'll just go with her.
All right. She's around the table with a couple of other people. Do you want to try to pull her aside, or how do you approach?
Oh no, I just go up to the table.
Okay.
And I make it clear that I'm specifically talking to her, and I'm just like, I'm sorry to interrupt, but we were hoping that you could help us out. We need one more person for the drinking contest today, and a little birdie told us that you would be our best choice. We've already paid the entrance fee if you're willing to join our group for the day.
Well, the little birdie told you correct. I am the person to come to for this sort of thing, but my services are not cheap, you understand. I would require a third of the pot.
A third. And that would be around 50 if I can persuade everyone in the tavern to join. So,
If there are enough teams, perhaps that would be the amount. Perhaps it would be less, perhaps it would be more.
I mean, that works
I
for
look
me.
over at Spencer.
Yeah, works for me.
Well, I look back at the tabaxi and says, do your part, and you'll definitely get that third.
This could certainly be done. Make a persuasion check again. Both of you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, am I allowed to use regular dice?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I've had regular dice this whole time.
I got
Literally
a dirty 20.
Oh, nice.
Please open up faster. There we go. Lucky die. Oh my god. Okay, cool. So 26.
Hey.
Alright, so she sizes both of you up a little bit, and she says, "You look like worthy companions. I think this would be good. I will join you."
What was your name? I'm so sorry.
Sheila.
Sheila. Awesome. Well, there's still about half an hour until it starts, but the rest of our group is right over there. Feel free to join us whenever you're ready.
Very well then. I will join you after I am finished with my business here.
Of course. Thanks.
Thank you for your interest. I appreciate that my name has gotten out there for this competition.
Well, we'll win tonight, and it'll be out there even more.
Alright.
I have no confidence in myself in this, for the record. Like, I'm gonna lose this for us. I guarantee I'm gonna lose this for us.
Oh, it's a best of 5, so
All right.
never know.
Yeah, I think we'll just chill until it starts, unless anyone had anything they wanted to do.
Not really.
I spend the next 15 minutes hyping up Valentine and Juniper. This is gonna be great. We're gonna do awesome.
Okay.
We're gonna make some money and just ramble on for 15 minutes.
Brunhilde's just
Sure.
laughing at that.
She's fine. Brunhilde's gonna be fine. She's gonna outdrink all of us.
I've never done this, so.
Yeah, I know, right? Me neither.
Me neither.
Well, that's the first time for
I don't even like alcohol.
You will need to decide the order that you guys go in.
Oh god.
Brunhilde should go either first or last.
I reckon last secret
Um,
weapon.
Well, if this is so is it like a relay race where it's we all drink and whatever team finishes quickest wins?
Nope, it's 1 versus 1, and it's best of 5. So it's
Okay.
you both sit at that small table, you pound as fast as you can, and whoever wins the entire thing moves on in the tournament.
Okay. Huh.
Okay.
Is there some sort of strategy to this, do you guys think? To picking who goes first or last?
I think Brunhilde should go into middle, just in case.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Pick number
That could
3.
work, yeah.
What was that about?
I'm happy to not go first.
Then maybe
Sure.
we should put Sheila out there.
Yeah.
Sheila.
maybe.
Oh yeah, Sheila. We can watch how someone who's done it before does it and take notes from that.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Mhm.
So Sheila, I'll go after Sheila. Sheila,
Okay.
Brunhilde,
Spencer,
Wrong.
Ron,
And then Juniper.
Juniper, and then Spencer.
and then Valentine.
Yeah, Valentine. He's our secret weapon.
Oh boy.
Valentine.
Yeah. Sheila, Spencer, Brunhilde, Juniper, Valentine. Yeah. Why not?
Alright, awesome. Alright, so I think we'll do 2 rounds of this, and then we'll call it a session.
Cool.
Good.
The drama can build until the conclusion, the dramatic conclusion of the drinking contest.
Oh no.
Okay, so the first team.
Oh,
So,
sorry, baby.
Misery, do you want to roleplay sort of getting people together? There's gonna be 120 gold is the pot with 12 teams. If you want to try and persuade a couple more, you can do that.
I was actually gonna try to make a performance with my loot, to try to play it up as if this is going to be the greatest drinking competition of all time.
Go ahead and make a performance check.
Okay, cool.
Say with advantage.
With advantage? Okay, cool. Good thing I have proficiency in loot.
Guidance.
Guidance? Do I have guidance for this?
Again, it's kind of like a long, drawn-out thing, so I'll say guidance wouldn't apply here.
Sure.
Sounds good. And with my proficiency in loots, that means I get an extra proficiency? Is that how that works?
Yeah, I'll say that.
Okay, so... Okay, let me roll one more time. $22.
22. All right, you're able to convince 3 more teams, so the pot is now 150, and there's 15 teams altogether.
Awesome.
The first team you come up against, I have to roll for this. Oh, D6. Ooh. Where's my shit? We keep losing this.
Hey, buddy.
Okay. The first team you come up against is... So the moderator guy starts shouting. Actually, do you guys have a team name? Or do you want to just call yourself, like, Team Brunhild or something?
Dude, we should definitely have the drinking competition team be the campaign's team title.
I 100% agree. Oh god, now we have to spend 15 minutes thinking about
I
this.
fucking love it.
Do that.
Oh gosh.
We need a good group
Combine.
name for a drinking competition.
I've always thought
Team Acorn.
about it as Misery and Company.
I'm pretty sure we vetoed that last time.
Yeah, we definitely did. The Weekend Warriors.
No. Gosh, I don't know.
Okay, so I just saw that your message, Misery. I'll just do 1 round, and then we'll call it a day.
Here, I'm gonna look up an adventuring group name generator.
I can give you the week to think about this, and we'll just say that you've put it in there, and
Yeah, sure.
eventually we'll actually use it.
Okay, cool.
All right, so your team is going up against the Riled Nest, which is a group of 5 lizard folk, or actually 4 lizard folk and 1 yuan-ti.
Oh.
And first up is a blue lizard folk person wearing simple shorts and a sort of like a leather harness over himself. His name is Smilt, and he looks. Who's going first?
Sheila.
Sheila.
He looks Sheila up and down and says, "I've seen you before. This would be fun." And they both have to make Constitution checks.
Bardic inspiration.
And as you start doing that, the bartender kind of looks over at you and says, I no funny business. This is all above board here.
And I just sing at him while I'm just playing the lute. I'm like, I'm just singing, you silly man.
He looks entertained.
Bobo,
Sheila-
calm down.
Sheila won, actually.
That's our girl.
It was very close, but Sheila is able to beat him out at the last couple of seconds.
Okay, unrelated, and I would never choose this as our name, but I was just looking at the random name generator, and there's one that's called Golden Bacon Company.
That sounds like a really bad bakery.
All right, next up is Spencer.
Oh no. Okay, alright. What do I gotta do?
Table, and you're looking across the table. You see a yellow lizard folk, and he smiles at you with no teeth whatsoever, and says, "Ah, this will be good fun. Yes, good fun indeed." And Constitution check for both of you.
You
Okay.
have a bar inspiration, Spencer.
Okay.
I'm playing music in the background for you.
Terrible. What is it? Is it a D6?
Yeah.
Oh god, really terrible. It's a 10.
A 10. Oh my god, he beat you by 1. So he finishes just a tad millisecond before you.
It's okay.
And
I didn't pass out, so
Yeah. He smiles at you and says, "Ah, well done. Good competition." And next up is Brunhilde.
Yes.
The Yanti actually steps up this time. Name is Klaus. Pleasure
Klaus.
to meet
Ah, I'm Brunhilde. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Let's do this.
you. Best of luck. May the best person win.
Aye.
Constitution.
21.
Ooh, you crush
Yeah, she
him.
doesn't need any bardic inspiration.
He is down.
oh girl.
So that's 2 victories for you guys. One more.
Come on, Juniper, bring it home.
Yep, Jennifer, you're up.
You have a bardic inspiration, Jennifer.
Across from you is a female lizard folk. She looks at you, and her tongue is sticking out perpetually, and she says, "I'm Aura. This will be fun. Yes."
I'm Juniper. This will be an experience.
Alright, go ahead and roll. Ooh.
Oh
Add a d6 to whatever you just rolled.
no. Okay. I don't think that would help, but all right. 2.
Oh, she
Oh,
destroys you. She
Wait,
finishes
how did
in
you
about
roll a
2 seconds.
2?
Because I
Must
rolled
be
a
rude.
1.
Yeah, but what's your
Added a D6.
constitution?
11.
Oh,
So it's +0. Oh.
yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, she finishes in like a matter of seconds. She rolled really well. And 2 victories for them, 2 victories for you. It's all on Valentine.
Come on, Valentine.
All up for Val.
Boy.
Bring it home, buddy.
Can I somehow... I'm gonna try to do a little bit of something with this next person when they sit down. I want to try to either intimidate or distract the other person so they like choke on their drink.
Okay. Make a performance check.
Okay. Can I add my loot to that, or should I just make a performance?
If you want to use your loot, you can. If you want to do something musical, you can do that. If you want to just try to like screw her up or something.
I'm gonna try to screw them up with my loot. 23.
Okay. That's really good. She will have disadvantage on her check. So go ahead, Valentine. Oh,
10.
this is a very large lizard folk named Locky. So 10.
Yeah.
With disadvantage. Disadvantage got her. You won.
Oh,
She rolled an 11 and a 5. So
Praise the ball.
the bridal nest goes down. The moderator
Yeah.
makes his announcement. There's a couple more teams that have moved on, and that's where we're going to pick up next week.
oh no.